Hi, my name is Siobhan Mipsagan, and I want to talk to you about my condition, which is chronic Lyme disease. I was first contracted Lyme disease in 2003, but I only found out this June actually, in 2014, after the first tick emerged from the back of my neck. Once I found the tick, everything else made sense to me. All the sickness that I had had the past 13 years, or pardon me, 11 years, colds, sore throats, headaches. I first had very swollen knees, which is what made me realize it was 2013. That's one of the early signs of being infected with Lyme disease, is very swollen joints. And I distinctly remember the summer of 2003, my knees being huge, not being able to walk or get upstairs because of how swollen and inflamed my knees were, only to be told after x-rays that it was osteoarthritis. So I didn't question it, as we generally don't when our doctor tells us these things. Unfortunately, I've discovered that there are an awful lot of doctors out there in this province, in our country, Canada, who are misinformed about Lyme disease, particularly chronic Lyme disease. They're aware of how to treat it if it is in the short term, but you only have within the first 3 days to get antibiotics if you are bitten by a tick. I would not wish this on anybody. It is horrible. I ache from head to toe every day, and the pain keeps getting worse. There is nothing that will deal with this kind of pain. It literally drives you crazy when you're having to cope with it 24/7. I beg and urge you to please, first off, educate yourself on Lyme disease. It is out there. It is in your neighborhood, whether you live in the city, whether you live in the country. It is out there. Do not let this happen to you. One of my big problems is concentrating, so I do keep forgetting my train of thought. But what I'm asking for is your help. I desperately need help right now. I cannot get long-term antibiotics that are known to be the most effective way of dealing with chronic Lyme once it has got to the point of causing neurological problems. I have my right hand, or my fingers on my right hand, are numb and curling. My hand prefers to stay in this position. It doesn't like to straighten. It will, but it doesn't like to straighten. It's one of the signs of neurological problems. I've already been through numerous times with numbness in my arms, my legs. I have restless leg syndrome, things like fibromyalgia. If you've been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, maybe have a second look at it. You could have Lyme disease. It mimics many other diseases, such as fibromyalgia, such as multiple sclerosis, such as Lou Gehrig's or atrophic ALS. And these are things that people don't realize. It could have been caused by the bite of a deer or Ixodes tick. Please educate yourself, and I beg you, if you can help me to get the treatment I need, which I have to travel to the United States for. It's very costly. I had to give up my job, so I can't work. My husband is desperately trying to find work, but hasn't been able. He's unemployed currently, and we just don't have the money to get down to the States and get me better. Unfortunately, again, once you reach this point in time where I am, your condition tends to go on a rapid downhill slope, and you deteriorate quite quickly. So every day counts for me. I need to get down there. I need to do it as soon as I possibly can. And above all, I'm begging for your help. It's something I would never, ever normally do. I'm a very independent person. I'm a caregiver. I look after people. I never would ask for help unless it's absolutely necessary. So think about your loved ones and what you would want. And I just want to keep living, and I want to live a good life. I'm the mother of 3 beautiful children. My youngest is 15, and my oldest is 27, and my middle child is 18 now, still at home. My kids don't want to lose them. They love me dearly. I've always been the strength for them, the guidance for them, and I certainly don't want to lose them. And I want to be able to contribute. So please do give. We, myself, and my family would never be able to thank you enough. God bless.